What's up, everybody? Mark here, bringing you another action figure unboxing and review. Glad you were able to stop by and enjoy the time we're going to have together, because today we are jumping back into the DC Multiverse. And with that, we are going to review the McFarlane Toys Gold Label Flash Multiverse Batman Unmasked Bruce Wayne variant. Let's talk about it. So yeah, if you guys saw my last review over the Spin Masters DC Universe Flash movie figures, Flash Batman and Batmobile, I was also able to find this McFarlane Toys Gold Label today. Now, I have never purchased a McFarlane figure from their DC line. Zero. As a matter of fact, the only McFarlane Toys figures I've picked up of recent memory are a couple of Spawn figures. Actually, I think the most recent regular Mortal Kombat 11 release of Spawn, where he has the more classic attire. That's the last figure I picked up, and that was probably a year ago. Just not a McFarlane kind of guy, but man, I love me some Keaton Batman. Told that in the last video, I'll say it again here. I love Keaton Batman. That is my Batman. And anytime there's a chance for a Keaton Batman to be in the Callison household, there will be one. That being said, again, from my last video, my wife says Keaton Batman's nothing compared to Bale. So you tell me, drop a comment. Keaton or Bale? That is the vote. Matter of fact, maybe I'll put, if I can figure out how to put a poll in this, I might just do that as well. But yeah, I was at Target, saw on the app that these were in stock, and I was actually looking for the masked and unmasked variant because I thought they were hitting at the same time. And I thought the unmasked one was the rare one of the two. And I actually pulled it up on the app and I went down the aisle and they weren't there. And so of course I asked somebody, I said, hey, if you don't mind, it says I can add these to my cart and have them picked up in 2 hours. So are they here? And he said, sure, let me run the number, go check in the back. And so he finds this Batman. And then he also brings out this massive Batman. I mean, like, not good scale, but much bigger than the box this one's in. And it's the masked Batman. It's McFarlane Toys. And I'm like, that's just huge. And it was also like twice as much. I think this one was 20 and that one was 40. And I said, I don't think that's what I want. And on closer inspection of it, I found out it was like a statue. It actually wasn't a posable action figure at all. So I thanked the man for getting it. I'm like, I don't need that one though. If you don't mind, I'll just take the unmasked one. And he's like, sure. So I purchased it. I'm very excited to review this figure because, again, I've not owned a DC Universe figure. I mean, those things are out. I look at them often when I'm in the toy aisles of Walmart and Target because there's just so many. It seems like Todd McFarlane and McFarlane Toys just pump those things out so fast. I wish that, like, I don't know how he does it. I really don't. I wish his cadence of action figures that come out to the market was the same cadence that Hasbro and Mattel put figures out, because man, that guy just, every time I'm in a store, there's always something new to look at. And I mean, and there's lots of them. So I don't know if he's losing hand over fist. I mean, he can't be, right? It's a toy business. He's not losing money. But that being said, time to go check this guy out and see what the McFarlane Toys are all about when it comes to the DC Universe. And here we go. We have the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Flash Batman. Lots of names. Now, of course, this is the variant. Now, I don't know if gold label, I know that's supposed to mean something in McFarlane Toys lingo. I don't know exactly what it means. Maybe that means it's the variant. That's why it's called the gold label collection. Maybe that just means it's a premium figure. I don't know, but we're going to get into it. Of course, we've got Batman, Bruce Wayne, Unmasked, and we've got that gold label, McFarlane, 22 moving parts, McFarlane Toys logo. Of course, you got the new Flash movie logo down there, DC Multiverse Batman on the side. Just a simple, oh, there is a DC Universe Infinite. Download the app or visit dcuniverseinfinite.com. Don't know what that is. Obviously, I'm filming, so I can't tell you what that is, but I will scan it and report back to you. And then on the back, of course, oh, that is a cool picture. A very comic, artsy Batman. Doesn't really say anything. Got that same QR code there, and then on the other side you have Batman Multiverse, DC, the Flash movie 7-inch Batman from McFarlane Toys. So, looks really cool in the package, but you know as well as I know, we're going to get this thing out and we're really going to break it down. So, let's do it. All right, here we go. We have Michael Keaton Batman 1989, Flash 2023 movie figure from McFarlane Toys out of the package, and this thing just looks incredible. It is, at first glance, haven't really played around with it other than to straighten the figure out. Looks great though. I have some questions about it, but it might all be based on where this scene takes place in the movie. Obviously in the trailer for the Flash movie, we don't see Batman without his mask. But I'm assuming at some point he is going to have his mask removed at some point. And yeah, very cool. 7 inches tall. That iconic Batman look where it's all black with just the yellow emblem. I do think it's really cool how they have, it's almost like he's wearing like it just hangs down over his neck because the cowl piece is not there. And it's just interesting to see that, like what underneath the cowl kind of looks like, I suppose. But yeah, very cool. I will say it's interesting that he has this I don't know if it's going to come across great on here. Trying to find my light. Maybe I can show it a little better. There's kind of some dark paint applications around his face, and I'm not doing a good job, but it's dark right through here. And I don't know if it's supposed to be that way. There, you can kind of see it a little better. But it is dark on that one side of his face, and it's not so much on the other. The other thing I noticed is that Keaton's face, his eyes are always kind of looking off. He's looking off to his left. So if I straighten the head up and I put him right up to the camera, he's just kind of always looking over to his left a little bit. So he's looking this way. But still very cool. Got 22 points of articulation. That includes a double jointed elbow. Full 360 of the wrist. Full articulation of the shoulders. An ab crunch. Swivel at the waist. Swivel at the hips. And the figure, by the way, it's tight but not overly tight. Looks like he's got a double jointed knee. So, and like I said, I've never had one of these before, so he can get that back there pretty far. And yeah, and then of course the other thing I noticed, and it's probably gonna be difficult to come through here with the lighting the way it is right now, but I'll try to use this light again to see if I can show it. The boots have a brown kind of dirt on them. It's kind of a brownish, almost looks a little bit green, but I think it's supposed to be brown. And it goes all the way to the toes, which are also articulated. So again, I don't know if this is a specific spot from the movie, but I also just noticed that unlike the 89 Batman, he actually has a black utility belt. And if we spin him around, he's got the cloth goods cape, which is very cool. And if we move that cape out of the way, it's just, again, just solid black on the back of the figure. But this is a very, very cool figure. Like I said, I'm not much of a DC guy, but I'm a huge Batman kind of nerd. And he's just, this is cool. I can't wait to find the other one. But he also comes with some accessories. So we'll start first with something that made me very excited. He does come with a stand with a DC logo on it, if you can see that. And of course, I'm assuming he just has some peg holes in the feet. Yep. Choose your foot. So pop that right in there. And he fits like a glove, of course. The cape drapes very well too. It's just got the right amount of heft to it. He comes with his grappling hook gun, which is weird because it looks like it should be attached to something. So we might have to check the belt. That's very interesting. I don't know why it looks that way. Yeah, might have to do some investigation on that. And then he also comes with a batarang, which is interesting because it's shaped like the 89 Batman one from what I remember, but being in silver is an interesting choice. I would have assumed like the same with the gun, the grappling gun, I would have figured it would have been in all black. But still very cool regardless. And then finally we have a, well, not finally, but as far as accessories go, finally we have some alternate hands, left and right. And they just, I'm assuming there's pegs on the Batman's forearms that they just plug into. So we'll play with that here in a moment. Of course, he's got one for each hand, so you can have two fists, which is very cool. And then finally, not exactly an accessory, but he does come with a card of that same card art, Batman the Flash. Looks very cool. And on the back, we have a little blurb, and let's just read it together, shall we? Real name, Bruce Wayne. When Barry Allen arrives in an alternate 2013, he urgently seeks out the expertise of his friend and mentor, Bruce Wayne, but the one he finds in the multiverse is different on all fronts. Older, long retired from service as Gotham City's protector, and somehow even more hardened than the billionaire superhero Barry has grown to know. With a global threat on the horizon, Bruce Wayne must decide whether he can become Batman once more. So, that kind of explains to us what's going to happen in the movie. Very cool. But yeah, let's see let's do a little investigation, see if we can figure out what's going on with this grappling gun with its very interesting peg and these fists. So just looking at it, I don't really see anywhere where, I mean, clearly I can just plug the grappling gun into his hand. And there we go. I mean, not much to it. Maybe that's all there is. Maybe it's just like a quick trigger thing and that's all it is. Because I don't see anything where it can plug in on the body unless it plugs in behind. Nope, nothing there. So we can do that, and we can look at the other hand and remove the, oh, that pops off very easy. Not easy that it's gonna fall off, but just I was shocked how much little force I had to actually use. And then that one just clicks right in. So there we go. We can make Batman with his grappling gun. Very cool. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm very excited about this figure. I'm glad I picked it up. And like I said, I got this at Target. I believe it is a Target exclusive. You will not find the Unmasked Keaton Batman anywhere in the DC, or I'm sorry, in the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse line except at Target. Can't wait to pick up the full cowled version of Batman. Excited to see that. Wish I would have pre-ordered it. But I don't think this will be too hard to find that one, hopefully. $20, this thing's a knockout. What do you guys think? Drop a comment. Is it worth picking up this figure? Or is it a pass and just, you know, like I said, I don't collect these figures, but seeing how well this one is, I might have to change my mind on it because, man, it's a solid figure. This is really, really cool. I enjoy it. He's going to look very good on my shelf. Now I just got to find somewhere on my shelf to put him. I can't get too deep into these because otherwise I'm going to have a new line of toys that I don't need to collect. And like I said, the McFarlane line there's tons of those figures. But yeah, drop a comment down below. Make sure you hit the like button. You've made it this far. I really appreciate it. Helps the channel out. Hit subscribe. Set your notifications to all notifications because I'm putting out videos once or twice a week. On weekends, I put out my Coffee and Toys videos where I talk all things toys, reviews, news, what I picked up. Love to have a conversation with you guys. I read all the comments, so drop a comment. We are on the march to 500 subscribers, and I'll be doing giveaways. When we hit 500, every subscriber is going to get entered, and hopefully you'll win something. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Otherwise, I will see you later.